Good morning, early birds. It's 4 a.m. Eastern Time. It's the 1st of July, if you can believe it. I really cannot believe that. Really. The 1st of July. Unbelievable. So, how is everybody doing after yesterday? Did you all do well? Because I got frustrated yesterday. That's what you get at times. You are all pumped up to start the show, and you're all pumped up to start your trading day, and you get into stocks, and you think, okay, I'm gonna do this. This is just great, and then it goes nowhere. And 2 times yesterday, and I took a small win, and I took a break even. And I called it a day after that because I thought, well, this is not going to work for you. In the past, I used to just go on because I said, well, I'm going to trade 2 hours because that's what I do. And trading means that I will trade 2 hours because I told myself that I have to trade, have dinner, and then maybe trade some more after that. But that's something that I don't do anymore. So your mental state of mind is really important when you are trading. And if there was something that I learned in these past years, then there is this big thing like, how is your mental state when you are starting your trading day? And if you're not starting in a good mood, or if you're starting too hyped up, if you're starting depressed, or if you didn't sleep well, if you did not eat well, or if you are preoccupied with other stuff, then it's a bad trading day. It's going to be a bad trading day. That's my experience. So, who do we have here in the chat? Good morning. Can somebody relate to that? BKM trader, good morning. Good morning, Juan. Good morning, Matthew. So had you all green days yesterday? Tell me, because what people start doing right now is they're sending me in my direct mail or on my normal mail. How they get to that, I don't know actually, but I'm guessing they're just guessing that they know. They're sending me these graphs and say, what did I do wrong? So that's really difficult to say for me just based on one graph. So if you send me something or want to share something, then I at least need the time that you traded it, and I need the game plan that you had, because you need to have a game plan in order to trade. So where do I get in? Where do I get out? What's the risk that I'm willing to take? How many shares do I trade? You know that I always trade not with a set amount of shares, but with a set amount of risk units, as I call them. So I play risk units. So I'm just looking now at some of the pre-market action that's going on right now, and what I'm seeing right here is that Blin went up here from $5 all the way up to $6.50 in 2 minutes. So this is the 1 minute chart that you see here right now. This is the opening, this was the close yesterday, post-market close, and this is up $1.50 for Blin, Bridgeline Digital. Didi also up. BGI, what happened here? Well, it's up compared to this, but tried to get up, and now it's just fading again. So nothing really going on down. Bioline, I'm sorry, up and now fading again. Didi. up and fading. So if you want to catch those pops, then you really have to be an early bird to catch that worm there. As somebody told me on Twitter, WNW. This is something that looks better. So not the big spiker, but then staying here and then getting up again. So not with a lot of volume, I think. No, really dangerous, these trades, if you want to do that. So that's what's happening now. So how did everybody? Who won? You are green yesterday. That's always good. Alicia 57, good morning. Greenish yesterday. Matthew also played 20 minutes, got crushed. Okay. I can relate to that. Right, right. Just come on. So yeah, I can relate to that. So what happened yesterday is that I tweeted those out. So if you want to know what I'm doing during the day, then you might want to follow me on Twitter. The handle is under this. The handle is under this video right there. So this is beyond. I said everything above 157.20 I want to trade. So put my limit order just above. Oh, I'm sorry. Just above here, and I traded it, but this was my target, so got in here just above 157.20. Wanted to go all the way to 162. That's my target. And I tweeted here that this did not look very nice for me, and scared of that. Stayed in this because I hoped that this would be a VWAP bounce. Still stayed in this one, so now I'm break even on this one. Got up again, but didn't go anywhere. So got out with just a small little win, nothing special. And oops. And this was OCGN, the perfect pop here, 822, but didn't go anywhere. So stopped out at that break even. And after those two trades, I just called it today and say, okay, this is more than enough for me. So let's do some watch list action, guys, because I think that's something that we all want to see what's going on today. Can we trade something today? What I'm trying to do every day is to make a watch list that's not exactly the same as all the watch lists in the world. Oh, this is pre-market, the pre-market action. I'm gonna look at that a little bit later. So this is now my favorites. Watch list for today. 16 items on my watch list. We're gonna go through them from top to bottom. And if you like this, guys, please hit that like, hit that subscribe. We need that at Benzinga. We really do. You're doing very, very, very good lately on this front, but hit that like. It's the best thing that you can do from Benzinga right now. We are not selling you anything on this one. We are not trying to make you buy Benzinga Pro, or do we? If you want to, then please do. But you can find the link under this video also. But I'm not pushing you to do that. You have to trade on your own platform and your own graphs and your own things. So we're not trying to sell you anything here. But hit that like and hit that subscribe, because then this show will go on and other shows will go on, and we're gonna make this Benzinga a 24/7 channel. Let's do that. Good morning, blind trader. Very good to see you here this morning. We are going through this watch list. It's on the screen right now. I'm gonna call it out: EPD, BPY, PACB, DBX, DXC, LSCC, IMO, NEO, GE, Ford. Yeah, Ford is on there again. I'm sorry. Why not BNGO? Why not FCEL, BBIG, TRGP, WMT, XLNX? So some of them you already know and everybody's talking about them. But there are also some unknowns that you never see on any other show. And that's why you are watching, of course, this great show, which is the early bird show. Sorry, I just saw something on my screen there, and it's not related to this or anything that's going on right now. So this is OP is doing his own little quiz here. That's just more than okay. Okay, let's look at EPD. This is EPD. Looked at this here in this area. And at these levels, and at this level, and at this level. And sometimes you have to go back a little further. So this is what happened on March 2020. Everybody knows what happened then and there. So just this is happening, and now it's grinding back up, and it's above or on the level that it was in March 2020. Let's just pull up the monthly for that one. So this was March 2020. And look what's happening here. So I'm just going to erase these lines and then draw some new ones. Always nice to see if a stock gets above its this March 22 level-ish. So this is the monthly here, exactly, but not exactly on 25. It's 25.10 this high. And 25.10 for EPD in March 2020 is trying to get above that right now. So now back to the daily. This is what you see here. This red line is the 200, as you know. So it's way above that 200. It's now trying to grasp this 50 here, this 50 moving average, because it had its high here and then realized, oh, I am above the high of March 22. Woo! I think a stock talks like that. I'm not sure, but I think it does. So this high here was 25.69. Did you all hit that like already? Because I cannot do all things together. So hit the like. I'm going to talk about BGI in a minute, blind trader. Just bear with me on EPD. So this was the day yesterday. So 25.68. Oh, I'm above COVID level. Oh, get down. Found some kind of support here on that COVID level here, this monthly 25.10, but then fell right through it on this day. And is now just hanging around here for a few days. And we talked about this for more than on more than one occasion. If something like this happens, then you really have to be sure that it does not go like this. So, and it tried to here get under this 50 and then bumped its head against this 50. And then yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Then it got up again here above this 50 level. So now we're talking. Are we? So this is just something that you want to consider if you're looking at this above this 20, all the way to 25.68. This 25.10 was a level, a monthly level, so I'm just going to keep that in here. Although it fell right through it here, and now it's trying to get up again, trying to get back on its feet. This 50 EMA moving average is here at 25.89. I'm going to put in 25.83 as my level, just under that, just around this level here, and this has to be support for me in order to be sure that it doesn't do something like this. So you don't want this all the way back to this red candle. At least I don't. I am long bias. I told you why I am that. That's just how I run. That's how it is. So now you have something to trade here. Now you have something. If my charts didn't freeze, you had something to trade, but my chart's freezing again, so I don't know what it is. TC2000. Sorry about that. So this is now the 15-minute on this one. Just now here in this area here around 24-ish. If you want, then it's 24.11 is your support. So I am looking for another green day. If it's possible at all, then I need a second day runner type of candle here. 24.11 and 23.83, sorry, 23.83, 24.11, 25.10, and 25.68 are then the levels that you can trade to. Let's do this BGI thing. Let's do this. Aha! I see what you're looking at, Andrew. BGI. BGI really got up here in post-market from 236 all the way up to 450, gave something back here and closed here at this white line. This is $4 exactly. So I'm going to put in $4.02 here. Now opens here at 350, so that's not something that you want to see normally. So when post-market gives you this push and then pre-market says, okay, well, that was a nice push, but I'm not going through with this thing. Pushed up and now going down. So this is, if you just look at this here, this is the push in pre-market during opening. And then what you see, especially on the smaller stocks, is something like this happening. So always this line downwards all the way to, you never know where. But in order to trade it when markets open, you really need some strength back in this one. A lot of people are going to short this one. So what's going to happen is that they are telling themselves, okay, if this one gets to this VWAP spot here, which lies now around 360-ish. Then they're going to short it again and pushing it down further than this. So that's what's going to happen to this stock if it stays like this. So all the way up and now just slowly going down. So if you want to short a small stock like this, then be my guest. That's not my habit. I'm not good at it. I want to buy this one in strength. So it has to get above VWAP first to see some strength back. And then it has to break all these short people people playing this short in this area. The short people is a Randy Newman song. So really want to see something above $4 for as a level for this one, and then all the way up to 422, and then if you can snatch that post-market high, then there's really something going on here. But if it does not do that, then please be very aware that this one just goes down and will never go up again, at least not today, because these small stocks don't bounce that well. Matthew Heffron, good morning. 1.2 million in volume bought foreclosed yesterday. We're talking about the same stock, Matthew. CLF, that was a song back in the 80s. That's how old I am. I even remember stuff from the 70s. So CLF, the Cleveland Cliff Boys. Well, we talked about this stock because of this nice move here, this trend line here. You have to draw it a little bit more accurate than this, of course, but it's really holding this. This is just telling, isn't it? And just got away from that yesterday, so you need something. You need another push here on CLF, because this is what you. If you look at these nice drawings that you see here, this is just something that you see that? You know what I'm going to say? There are lower highs here. This is a lower high, 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 this is a lower high. I hope that you all recognize these patterns, and then this is a high, this is a high high, this is a high high, this is a high high, higher high, higher high. So if you want to play this one, then you really need to, if you're swing trading something like this, then you need this one to go over this 2480 level. If you're day trading this, then you need to see some strength in this one. So you need this one above 2162, 57. There's not a lot of room to the upside right now. You need to draw this line a little bit more accurate than I did, if you want to use that. But it can move $1.22 on average. Yeah, I would just say that it just break this post-market close here, which is 2162, and then to the upside 2162, and then to the upside all the way to 2218. That's a 60-cent win for you on a $20 stock. So that should be enough. So you want to buy this one in strength. I would buy this one in strength. So anything above 2161-ish. And then all the way to 2218 would buy this one for me. Q fire. Yeah, this is a nice pop, and then it's fading again. So everybody very enthusiastic about the phase 2 thing, and then think, wait. So rejected this 200 here. This is a dangerous thing to play with because look at the float, 8.1 million. So I don't go there on stocks like this. BKM trader. If you want to do that, then it's a good thing. Trading hitter. What's this platform? Let the chat answer you that. Anybody from the chat, do you know what trading station this is? Do you know what platform this is? Not a trading station platform. Please tell me within 10 seconds. Let's see if we got some people who are really awake in this early morning. We are doing our watch list. Where were we? We were at EPD was the first one, wasn't it? So look at this scary one. O cube. Ta-da! Juan, you are the winner of the day, TC2000. This is just great for analysis, and it's also great for drawing if you can do that. And if you're not such a idiot like myself, and it has some, and that's the thing I like most, a nice watch list and the easy scan tool here. This is, if you're just starting out and you have this easy scan, then you don't have to program anything yourself, and you can just put in that easy scan and thinking, okay, this is just great. So BPI, never traded BPI before. This Brookfield Property Partners. It's trying to tell us something here. It's trying to tell us something here. Do you see that? This 19.20 is a telltale sign, I think. I know. It's not a big mover, so you really have to see. You can only, no, you can play these all the time, every time that you want, if you want to, but these are not the big movers, so you really need volume. It's a float of 436 million, so it's not easily manipulated or something like that. So you need volume here in order to break this, and then you can get all the way up here to 22.27. So this $19.20 level have to break to the upside, and maybe not even for a day trade, but maybe as a swing trader, you might want to look at this. If this has some strength here, it's not something that just shoots out of the starting blocks, if that's an expression. It's Dutch, at least. And then you can just play this one to the upside. It is TC2000. Go sleep. Why? Chico Loco, no, don't go to sleep. Watch this one back before you in the morning, and then you can also hit that like if you're not watching this live. So that would be very good for me and for Benzinga. So this one we traded before here at these levels. And now we are here at approximate the same level as we were here in this opening week. And in this opening week, we got up here to this 31.59 point. So this is 31.59-ish. That may be more 31.60. All right, 31.60. 3160, this was the high of the week that it opened here, and the low of that week was 2785. That's fine by me, but not going to do anything about that. So this is now the same pattern as we just saw on the other stock, BPY. 3050 is something that you might want to look at. This one moves 50 cents on an average, but you want to see something more than that, of course. So only buy this in strength, and I don't want to buy this bounce here because this is just not something that I want to see. I want to see the breakout here, 30.54, and then you can trade it all the way to 31.60-ish. That's DBX and T. Good morning, Alan. You're mistaking me with Neil. I'm a day trader, but NT, BA, is BA moving? Let's see. Just for the love of it. Boeing. NT, or NT, like in an aunt, like in I am your little nephew. NT, auntie. So there's a lot of resistance here. This is 50 moving average. This is 20, and this is 9. The other way around, rather, 9 and 20. There is some crossing of green and yellow lines going on here. And if you're swing trading this, then it's of importance to you. Where is this line from? We looked at this before here, this 23.37. That's because of this one. So we looked at this one here, and this happens. But well, this was once resistance, and it was once with support. Do you see that? So this is support here, support-ish, resistance, but no, no, you cannot call this a level anymore. I don't want to do that. So this, you want to see this to be a second-day runner, but this is a lot of resistance to the upside here. So I don't want to go in this one in just buying this in resistance, because that's what you do. If you are a devil in any way, shape, or form, boom, 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 boom. This is, you need this one at least. Above 243, because then you really got rid of those resistance levels, and you need to push over this level. Come on, baby. So something like this, that's what you need. Because if you're getting in here on this high of the previous day, this 241.17, and you run in all these levels here, so that's not something that you want. So I want to wait for this in order to be sure that it's going through those levels, because a lot of people will see these levels too and think, oh, this is a shortable play here. You can play this all the way back to this 231 level. So my guess is, I'm just guessing now, information purposes only, etc., etc. This is just gonna sit here for a while. Just guessing this, right? So that's how I think. Trade 0, Juan. I use trade 0. DXC fell down here and now trying to get up again. And here is something that's different than you saw here just on BA. So really nice that we look at this. So this is now, these two levels are trying to be some kind of support here. Not really getting there, but only want to be in this one if it stays above this, well, let's say 38.84 level, in order to trade it all the way up to well, why not? It can move more than $1 a day, so here's a target for you, but that's just a far reach, I think. But you might want to see what it does above this 39.18 level also. So 38.84, 39.18, 39.92 levels for the XC. LSCC, so a lot of those graphs look the same, more or less. So one of them has to be a play. That's what I'm thinking. So they try to get there, and people will short this right now. I'm seeing some kind of. I hope that this is some kind of support here on this level 54.88-ish. Then you can play this one between those two levels, 54.88, 57.64. But that just might not cut it. So this low of yesterday surely seems something to me too. 56.13. So the levels for LSCC are 54.88, 56.13, 57.64. IMO. We were afraid of IMO doing something like this. Now, not afraid. We are never afraid. Or we don't expect anything, or we don't think anything. We try to be as technical as possible, but not too technical, because if you are a day trader and you have all those Fibonacci lines and all different lines, and then you have to make your decision in a split second sometimes as a day trader, then you want to see just the line. I'm going to get in here, I'm going to get out there. But this is what we looked at, because of it's falling through its 50 moving average here. So we were thinking something like this might happen, but did not do that right away. Still a little bit afraid of that. Bears get too strong here and will push this one all the way back here. But if that's not the case, and if this is some kind of a support here, this 30 level, then you just might get a bounce here, and then anything above this 50 line, which is now at around 30.95, so 31, might be something that you want to play. So if it's falling under this 30 level, then watch out, because people want to see something like this. It's not going to do that in one day of course, but people will see something like this and say, oh, well, maybe, just maybe. So 30 is the level for me. It needs to be support for me, and then 39. So anything above 30 is long, all the way to 31. And if it can break that level, then there is room to 31.60. Let's look at this, old friends. NEO. Oh, NEO. Finally took off. Did any one of you snatch this one? Wow, yeah. What do we say about this? What do we say about this? Strong move. Real strong move. Oops. Might do something like that again. So I'm going to trade this one on price action. Period. NEO might just be in play again today. So I like these. I want moves like these $4 moves. That's something that you're looking for right now. And I want to play those moves on price action. GE. Yeah, GE. Did somebody snatch this? Please tell me that you did. No, you didn't, did you? I'm drawing these lines, guys, and I do that because I see something there. So this is what we saw here, and remember this one, and then with that, okay, 1328. Anything above 1328 will be long. Could have snatched this one here, but then you had just a 30-cent move, so you had to get this one above VWAP somewhere here. Strong moves here, GE. Wow. So this is what we were looking for. Did not follow through all the way, but today we're looking for, of course, you know it, the second day runner. And trade a second day runner on price action today. If you don't know what it is, then you're gonna watch my 7:30 show Eastern time, and that's 1:30 in Amsterdam. I'm gonna tell you a little bit more on price action if you want to, because I get a lot of questions about it, and just sometimes put in price action. So this is something that you don't want to see when you're day trading. If you're swing trading or long-term investor, then this is just all good. This is just all good if you do something like this on a swing trade. These are not real trend lines. You notice that, of course. But we saw that Ford made some kind of a bounce here, and then we predicted, okay, if this one does not break, then it will do something like this, and it did. I'm not saying that I told you so, but I told you so. We tried to play Ford also here in this area and just got out with just a little profits. This 50, I don't know what it is about this 50-55-ish area. I think it's even 1560. Here a lot of people trying to get above this area here, but don't succeed, and now it's just sitting here. And Where do you want to buy this one? If you buy it here and it falls through this one, then here, if you're thinking that this is some kind of support, then you might just be right at 1450 because of this low here is 1441. This low is 1446. This low is 1444. So 1443 is definitely a level for Ford. As support, some kind of support here. So if it falls through here, then this is just a 40-cent move if you want to short it here. If you want to buy this one, then please be sure that you buy it above the $15 mark, because this, then you might get some strength back here. So this is just a couple, this almost is a double top here, and then just all lower highs here, and now it's just trying to find some kind of bottom here at this area. So really hard for day trading this one. I'm gonna keep this one on my watch list because I am fascinated by this one, by Ford, and like I was on NNDM back in the day. BNGO. We wanted BNGO to do something like this here when we were in this area. Well, it obviously did not do that. So if I'm calling a level, guys and girls, this 920 level I did way back, I think. And if it doesn't get above that, then you don't have to play the long side. If you are a short player and you see these levels, then you can just short the hell out of it. Ah, did I say that? Okay, sorry. Then you can just short it. Period. Why is Bingo now on my watch list? Well, why not? Why not? Come on. Come on. I have the feeling that my laptop is now orbiting around the room. It makes a lot of noise, so there's something going on here. So this is why BNGO is on my watch list. So this is just a little gap, but a gap is a gap. Come on. It's July, so there is not a lot of stuff to do. We all know that. 754 will be the gap close here. I'm doing it again. This is $7.10. BNGO has this going on a lot of the time. So all the way down, almost double bottoming here and then trying to get back up again. But there is from 710 to 737. Okay, on a $7 stock, a 25 cent might just be all right for you. Just. Only just. But on BNGO, I want to see something like this. I want to see something like this happening. All the way back here and then getting back up, and then I might have some room. VWAP will always be here somewhere in between, so be aware. So yesterday on OCGN didn't get past VWAP and I stayed in it and sold it for break even. So There's not a lot of strength in these markets these days, but some kind of dip like this one, and then of course to move to the upside, and then all the way to 754-ish. If it's closing this gap, then it just also might close, not close a gap, but get back up to this level here. So, but I don't think that it will do that. But thinking is very stupid when you are day trading. So I'm expecting something. I'm expecting something like this, and then I want to play it. If it just stays in this area and does nothing, then I'm gonna take it off my screen. BBIG, good morning. Not good morning, BBIG. Good morning, Leye Okele. Goedemorgen, as we say in the Netherlands. So this is a BBIG. Want to buy this one in strength also. So this is something that you want to be aware of. Put this one on, I think what was it, yesterday evening, or I'm not sure. So who did not hit that like yet? I see a lot of people watching. Some are going to sleep after that, some are going to work, but please, if you do that, if you go to sleep because you were up all night, and or if you have to go to work, then please hit that like before you go, because we need that. So there's no volume whatsoever right now. So sometimes you can say, oh, but these are lows, but on no volume, then this is not a real level. So you need some volume to determine a level. I'm only interested in this one above 412. If it does not do that, I'm gonna take it off my screen. We talked about GE, or am I just getting stupid? We talked about GE, of course we did. FCEL, why not FCEL? Also, just sitting here all day long. On days long, weeks now. 877 is a level to the downside, and if this 912 breaks, then you might want to trade this to 933. Well, no, it's all just a whole lot of nothing going on here. So FCEL is on my list, but I'm not going to play this one if it's not showing me any strength to the only way I can play this one. I'm just going to say that to you. Only way you can play this one if it's just going to be a reversal long, so something like this again, back into this level 877, and then play it to the upside. Then there is some room to play this one. Oops, no, oops. Yeah. So that's what I want to see, down and then up again. So then you have some room to this level here. There will be a few somewhere here, but that's what I'm looking at for FCEL. Let me just finish this. Watch this, guys. WMT. WMT, this is looking very promising to me because it's now trying to stay above its 200 moving average right here. It's 148.28-ish. If it drops down to this level, which was some intra day line, I think. So there's nothing going on right there. So I'm only interested in this one if it's strong. Yep. So if it eats up this candle here, then I want to be in this one, and it's $1.30 move. This is what I'm looking for. 148, 141.28, 142.57 TRGP. Falling down here, trying to get back up on its feet. Big move up. Oh, that's what I saw. Yeah, big move up here on this day, and now just hanging there a little bit. After this big move down here, this is something that you want to trade if it can hold these levels here at the 44.38. And then this 44.30 will be my stop loss on this one. So anything above 40.38, confirmation of support, and then to the upside, and then you may just have a nice run here, and this is your first real rejection. It's 44.94, so 45-ish. And then all the way up to this, where this little gap is, 45.27. 45.20. XLNX. Nothing going on right here at this moment, but this is 1, 2, 3, third day runner. On price action, please. A lot of strength here. Please be very careful with this one, because if someone's going to say this is enough, then it just might fall down on you. So looking for a third day runner here. Then PACB, traded this one in this area here. Tried to get all the way up to this 36.40 level, did not get there. But we got something like this going on here. So anything above 34.34 is a long for me, all the way to 36.40, and then this is if you want to short it, then there's not enough room, I think, for shorting this one. Well, yeah, you might just get there. 33.50 is my 9 EMA here. And then the last one, EPD, we talked about this one. Bum, 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 bum. Vivium. Vivium has good vibes. Good. That's good, Vivium. QS. Nakib, good morning. QS with a asterisk. Ooh, this one fell down hard. Look at this nice string that we did here. And I just lost interest when this happened. got some interest in it while it was here. If this one makes now a new lower low here, then you just might expect this one to fall through this moving averages again. Like I did here, and it pushed through it here. So 29.15 on the downside will be my line in the sand, and then there is some possibility if you can see some strength to trade this one all the way up here to this 31.62. Under this level, then there is not a lot of room to short this one because there's your next level right here. So be sure that there is some strength in this one. Play this one all the way back to 29.15 and then to the upside. That's something that just might work for you. Oh, Lucifer, yeah. We hadn't had that one before. Well, Vivian, if you are familiar with Don't Catch a Falling Knife, then you only want to play this one if you can see some strength here. So this one, you need to hold this 811 here. 811-ish. Let's say 820. So 820 will be a line in the sand to the downside. These are not real levels right now because there's no volume. Be very careful with this one, CVM, silly sell size scopes, 37 million floats, $2.84 moves in a day. I'm not going to play this one. It's far too dangerous for my tastes, but if you really want to see something, some line in the sand of some sort, then this is it's 12.19 to the upside might just be that one, but anything under 820 will be trouble. So really be sure that you have your price action in play this on price action. If you don't know what price action is, if you're new to all this, then I'm going to tell you at 7:30, price action plays and price discovery plays. We talked about GRQS yesterday. It's 10 minutes past 5, guys. So we are just at the end of our show, but don't worry. At 7:30, we are back on my own little channel, and I'm doing it there on a different scale, but I'm talking a little bit more as an explanation, because people keep sending me graphs and saying, what did I do wrong? Most of the time I cannot see that, but if you want to see that show, then follow me on Twitter. It's on at 7:30 Eastern time. That's 1:30 Amsterdam time. It is a Thursday. It's the 1st of July. There's a long weekend coming up, and there's a longer weekend for me coming up, because tomorrow there is no show. And so we're going to have a long weekend. Tomorrow no show, Monday no show because of the 4th of July. So we're going to see you all back on Tuesday. If you're going to trade today, be very careful. Anything on this show is for information purposes only, as you all know. Please have a good day. Back at 7:30 in my own small show. Follow me on Twitter if you see where that's at. And if you're not going to trade today or tomorrow, then have a great weekend. So no show tomorrow. Back on Tuesday. Have a great day and have a great weekend. Thanks very much, and see you all guys soon.